All right, good morning. This is Jacque McLaughlin. I know the little identification label in the video shows it's Dr. Lulu Shymek, but this is her Zoom account, so it shows her name up there, but this is actually Jacque McLaughlin, and I'm here this morning to share with you some tips and hints of things you can do to help keep your brain healthy. So we're going to start off with some of the depressing statistics, if you will, that we want to try to change. We'd like to make these statistics wrong in the future. So the first one is that more than 5 million Americans are living with dementia. And by the year 2050, this number could be as high as 16 million. It's the 6th leading cause of death in the United States, dementia is. It kills more people than breast and prostate cancer combined. And every 66 seconds, someone in the United States develops the disease. 1 in 3 seniors dies from Alzheimer's or some other form of dementia. More than 15 million Americans provide unpaid care for people with dementia. And in 2017, the cost of dementia was estimated to be $259 billion. And by 2050, this cost could be estimated to be 1.1 trillion. So as you can see, this is not something to stick our heads in the sand about and pretend like there's nothing we can do about it. There are things that we can do to help create healthier brains and support ourselves in a way that we have better brain health. And so we're going to explore some of those. Now, the essentials of brain health, many of these things you've heard before, and they're not just good for the brain, they're good for all kinds of other things that have to do with your health. And that is a good diet, a proper amount of exercise, excellent sleep, stress management, mental stimulation, as well as socialization. So these are all important aspects of good brain health. So we want to be sure that we kind of explore these a little bit. And some of them are kind of common sense, or you've heard so much, you just think of it as common sense. But let's go into a little bit more detail. So as far as healthy diet, we're not going to talk a lot today about diet because you probably hear a lot about this from other sources that are more qualified than me to address that issue with you. Dr. Lulu's provides some great guidance at the clinic regarding diet. We have other people, so just know that a good balanced diet is really important for good brain health. And this is something that all of us have the ability to change our diets and change our eating choices and things of that nature. I would say from my personal experience, I can tell you that sugar is one of the biggest problems in our society, and as far as diet and health, and it affects the brain just like it affects everything else. So that would be my big offer of advice regarding the diet is eliminate as much of the sugar as you can. Do not eat foods that have sugar added to them. Fruits have natural sugars. That's the good kind of sugar. So consult with your nutritionist or your healthcare provider on what would be the proper diet for you based on your needs. So, but eat smart, and it's good for your brain. Now we're going to talk about the benefits of exercise for your brain. Exercise actually increases the neurochemicals that promote brain cell repair. So when we have brain cells that have been damaged from whatever reason, exercise can actually help repair those brain cells. Exercise helps to improve memory. It strengthens our attention span. It boosts our decision-making skills, and it promotes growth of new nerve cells and blood vessels, and it as well as improves your multitasking abilities and your planning abilities. So exercise is important. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to go join a gym and work out like a maniac. It's just like just getting out and walking 30 minutes a day. That's going to be significant, and what your body needs. Actually, too strenuous of exercise can actually have some harmful effects, especially if it's done on a really long, continual, repetitive basis. So young athletes that train really hard, they need to do things, and they do things to support them, because strenuous exercise can actually be harmful. So don't ever use that as an excuse to not exercise, because exercise is good. Exercise is really good, and you want to come up with whatever form of exercise you enjoy, because if you enjoy it, you will do it. So experiment with different forms of exercise. Find one that you enjoy and do it, because it's important for your brain. Getting the proper amount of sleep is really also very important when it comes to brain health. So some of the functions of good, proper sleep are physical restoration. It helps with our memory and information processing in the brain. It also helps clean the brain of toxins. It helps with mood regulation, and it strengthens the immune system. So as you can see, sleep is really important too. And there are a lot of things that you can do to improve your sleep. Don't have cell phones and TVs and things like that in the bedroom. Make sure you keep all those things in a different room. Having no light in the room is a really good way to help promote better sleep. When you have night lights and things like that, you don't get the same depth of sleep, because even though your eyes are closed, your brain knows that there's light in the room, and this affects the ability of the brain to produce the chemicals and things that it needs for your health and for your proper brain functioning. So it's really important to sleep in as much total darkness as you can. My husband laughs at me because I'm such a fanatic about lights on in the room that I have black tape that I stick over anything that has a light on it. So like my Sonos stereo speaker that has a light, I cover that up with a washcloth and things of that nature. He thinks I'm kind of funny, but now that he's experienced sleep in darkness, he gets it. And even though he laughs at me, he agrees. So sleep is really important for good brain health. Now, let's talk about stress management, because that was one of the things on that list that was really important. And there are a lot of things that you can do to help with managing the level. We can't always eliminate the stressors that we're exposed to. You know, maybe you have a stressful job. Maybe you have things going on at home with your family or someone's health, and maybe you're caring for someone with dementia, and that's incredibly stressful. So there are lots of things that we can't necessarily eliminate that are stressors, but we can help our body's response to those stressors. So aromatherapy is one of my favorite ways to deal with stress. I use therapeutic grade essential oils from Young Living, and it's amazing what you can do regarding stress levels and bringing it down almost instantly, because the olfactory bulb has a direct connection to your limbic brain, and your limbic brain is your emotional brain. So just smelling oils can have an effect on the chemistry in the brain, can lower cortisol levels, can help with that stress response in the body. And it's very, very powerful, and it works. Go have spa appointments on a regular basis. Get your exercise. Again, that's another key reason why we want to exercise a good 30 minutes every day, is because it really helps the body handle those stress loads. Have a hobby that you enjoy. Do meditation, yoga, get out into nature, listen to good music. And then time management is something that we can all benefit from. I know I need work on that one myself, but managing your time can eliminate a lot of stress, because sometimes when we get stressed because we haven't managed our time well. So that's a big one. And then, of course, eliminating toxic stressors. Now, this isn't just toxic people. If you can eliminate toxic people from your life, that will be a good stress elimination. But I'm talking about products in your home that you have the control over. We can't control all the toxic exposures that we have to deal with in the world, but we can control the things we choose to buy and use in our homes. So eliminating toxic stressors. And the best way I know how to tell you to do that is just read the labels on the products in your home. And every word that you don't know what that is, Google dangers of and the name of it. You will be shocked at how many products that are in, or ingredients are in the products that you're using that are harmful, that are stressful to the body. And we don't have to use them. We can get rid of them. There are always other options. So start reading your labels. You know, we've been teaching people for a long time to read the labels of your food so you know what's in it. Well, we need to do that also with the things that we use in our homes, the things that we're exposing ourselves to, our cleaning products, our laundry detergents. Dryer sheets are some of the most toxic things in the world, so get rid of them. Use dryer balls and put some essential oils on them if you want to have a fragrance, but those things are designed to get that fragrance into your clothing and be on your skin all day long, and they're incredibly toxic. So they're candles, scented candles, and air fresheners. Again, some of the most toxic products in our homes. So eliminating these toxic stressors is going to do wonders for you and for your brain and for your health in general. Now then, mental stimulation. We all know that it's good to stimulate the brain, and you can do that with reading. You can do it with playing games. Expose yourself to art. Listen to good music. Switch hands. If you're right-handed, try to do things left-handed. It can be frustrating, but it's also really good for the brain. Do your routine chores with your eyes closed. Now, don't cut up your vegetables with your eyes closed, but anything that's not dangerous, try doing it with your eyes closed, and do things upside down. So I don't mean stand on your head, but try to write some things upside down. Just first brain stimulation. I wouldn't write your Christmas cards upside down and send them, because everybody's going to think there's something wrong with you. But you get what I'm saying. Do some of these exercises to try to stimulate the brain, because it's really important that we do that. Change your routines. We all like to get in a routine of doing things because it streamlines our life. We can kind of do things without thinking about it. But this also is not good for the brain. So you want to change your routines. So do things in a different order, do things differently. And maybe not every day. I know you have to have your maybe you have a routine for how you get up and get ready to go to work or whatever. And if you can change that up, great. But if you can't, I get it. So where you can change your routines, make an effort to do that, because this is really good for your brain, and you want to stimulate your brain. Learn a new language. That's an incredible way to stimulate your brain. There's lots of other things that you can do, but these are just some examples and ideas. And of course, socialization is really important for good brain health. We know that oftentimes people become really busy, and you work all day and you're tired and you just go home and you don't get out and do things socially. This is not good for the brain, in the sense that we need good socialization for good brain function, and also for mood. When you get too isolated and you remove yourself from other people, it affects the way your brain perceives the world, and it affects your mood, and it's just not healthy. So take time to be social. And that doesn't mean on Facebook. That means take time to actually be social with people in person, face to face, and enjoy other people's company. It's really important. And now we're going to talk about some things that I do that I believe are incredibly helpful for good brain health and wellness all over. But, let's talk a little bit about the brain first. Specifically the limbic system. I mentioned that earlier. That's our emotional brain, and it's also referred to as the cerebral structure. It supports really several brain functions, including adrenaline stimulation, behavior, motivation, your emotions, and long-term memory. So the limbic system influences our endocrine system, which is all of our hormones and whatnot, and also our autonomic nervous system, things that happen automatically, like your heart rate and your breathing. And then, as I mentioned earlier, your emotions are seated in the limbic brain, and they have much to do with memories being formed. So it's closely intertwined to the pleasure center of the brain. So the pineal gland, or endocrine gland, that's tucked in the center of the brain, its job is to secrete the hormone melatonin, which also regulates your sleep-wake cycle and connects the endocrine system to the nervous system. So all of these things in the brain are really, really important. And the universities of Berlin and Vienna discovered that sesquiterpenes, which are natural compounds that are found in essential oils like vetiver, patchouli, cedarwood, sandalwood, and frankincense, can increase levels of oxygen in the brain by up to 28%. So who doesn't think that more oxygen to the brain would be a good thing? I totally get it. So further research has also shown that sesquiterpenes also have the ability to pass through the blood-brain barrier and enter into the brain tissue. These sesquiterpenes are a great constituent component of essential oils in this brain power blend. This is a Young Living blend of essential oils that has some of these high sesquiterpene oils in it, like sandalwood, cedarwood, frankincense, blue cypress, lavender, helichrysum. These are all powerful oils, all in one blend that's done beautifully and is a great blend to use to inhale and get those oxygenated molecules into the brain and increase your oxygen levels in your brain. Sandalwood is very high in sesquiterpenes, and it's known to stimulate the limbic brain as well as the pineal areas of the brain, and affects emotions and memories. The cedarwood is also high in sesquiterpenes and stimulates the pineal gland, as well as improves understanding, thoughts, and memory. And then frankincense stimulates the limbic system, which helps elevate the mind and improve emotions. The melissa oil that's in this blend affects the limbic system and can help remove emotional obstructions and improve your outlook. The blue cypress helps improve circulation and oxygenation to the brain, while stimulating the pineal and limbic portions of the brain, as well as the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland. Then the lavender oil has been documented to improve relaxation as well as concentration. And the helichrysum supports circulation and is thought to support nerve function. It can also help support awareness and concentration. So this brain power is a powerful combination of these brain supporting oils and can be used alone, topically, in a diffuser. I'll put it on the back of your neck, on the temples, the bottom of your feet, or just diffuse it. This is a really great way to use a powerful essential oil blend to love on your brain. Now let's talk about a supplement that I like to take. It's called MindWise. This is an amazing supplement that was made. It supports a healthy brain, but it also supports the cardiovascular system. It's got sacha inchi nut oil in it, so it's a less oily taste to it while getting you those good oils that you need for your brain. It gives you the healthy omega-3 fatty acids, and it also has fractionated coconut oil, which brings in the medium chain triglycerides to help support the cardiovascular system and the brain. The sacha inchi seed oil is one of the oldest cultivated plants in Peru, and it's high in omega-3 fatty acids and one of the best ratios of saturated to unsaturated fats. It also contains essential oils of peppermint, fennel, anise, and lemon and lime. And it's got CoQ10, which is found in every cell of the body and is necessary for most basic functions of the cells. This CoQ10 is similar to a vitamin in the way that it works, and it helps the body produce energy as well as normal growth, maintenance, and repair. And it also functions as an antioxidant. It has rhododendron extract, which helps to increase blood flow, and certain studies indicate that it helps promote normal brain function. And MindWise also has 2 special fatty acids, the GPC and an antioxidant called Alcar. The GPC helps build cell membranes and contributes to the production of neurotransmitters, and it has a calming effect on the body. The Alcar functions as an antioxidant, and it helps to support normal brain function. Only a teaspoon of MindWise gives about 35% of the adult recommended dose of vitamin D3. And D3 is easier for our bodies to process. It's better assimilated in our bodies, and it's over time, it may help to support normal vitamin D levels. Vitamin D functions like a hormone in our bodies, and it is important to maintain the optimal balance of calcium and phosphate levels, which supports our bones and teeth. So this comes in a bottle or as well as the single serving packets for travel. And it's a really great product for children over 12. It's a great way to get the omega-3 fatty acids into their diet. It has kind of a berry flavor, and it's a liquid, not a capsule. And people who want an omega-3 fatty acid supplement form in a vegetarian source, this is a great option for that. And anyone who wants to focus more, whether at your job or studying or learning or just in your everyday life, this is a great product. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. And then we have one other one that I wanted to talk about, which is our Ninja Nitro. Now, this is a good product to use for cognitive fitness. They have done studies on energy drinks that are full of sugar and extra things. It's not just the caffeine, so the caffeine in some of these energy drinks is like the amount of 4 cups of coffee. But in addition to that, they found that it has like 4 ounces of sugar. That's a tremendous amount of sugar. And as well as B vitamins and taurine and other energy ingredients. So these are things like the Monster Energy, your Red Bull, and your 5-hour energy drinks. These are not healthy, and they can actually cause problems in the heart. So the Ninja Nitro, if you feel like you need a little energy boost, some people like to use this when they work out. Others like to drink it if they hit that afternoon slump. This is a better option. It does have a small amount of caffeine, about the amount of a cup of coffee, not 4 cups like the others. But if you need a midday boost, it's easy. It's better than something like a soda or the energy drinks. You can skip the sugary solution and reboot with the Ninja Nitro and get a quick pick-me-up without the sugar or caffeine overload. It also is infused with essential oils, botanical extracts, D-ribose, Korean ginseng, and green tea extract, which is where the small amount of caffeine does come from. So the Ninja Nitro helps support alertness as well as cognitive and physical fitness. So if anybody's interested in how they can get those products from Young Living, I suggest you get your wholesale account set up and save 24%. And you can do that by going to younglivingasheville.com, or you can contact me at 828-452-2958. So to sum it up, you want to protect your brain. It's the only one you have. So remember, good diet, exercise, stress management, all those things that we talked about, good sleep. These are things that you can implement into your life and have a positive effect on taking care of your brain, which, as I mentioned, it's the only one you have. So thanks for coming today. I hope this has been informational for you. And if you have any questions, I believe you can submit them through the chat box. We have a couple of minutes. I try to keep these at 30 minutes or less. And if anybody has any questions, be sure to jot them in, or you can contact me at my email is jjcmclaughlin, that's McLaughlin@gmail, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. Thanks for coming today. I hope you invest in your brain, because it's a pretty important part of our bodies. And thank you all for coming. And this will be, has been recorded and will go out. The link should go out in an email tomorrow. So you can share it with others if you want other people to see it. And again, you'll be able to find my contact information if you need it. So thanks again, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your day.